on this computer. Okay, so now we want to discuss a new skill, a new topic also about adjectives, which is that sometimes in certain sentences, in some sentences, we have, you know, something called linking verbs. Have you ever heard of linking verbs? Such linking verbs, for example, guys, they are right here. They're going to be in the table for you, all the linking verbs, all right? Because the thing is about linking verbs is that they hold some kind of special kind of quality. What does that mean, really? Huh? Here are the linking verbs. This is a link, this is an example of a linking verb. Look. She looks beautiful. She looks nice. She looks angry. What happened here? We're used to saying a verb after the subject, and then we have an adverb. But what happened here? After the verb looks, although it's a verb, you know, we don't have an adverb like we have one here. Look, she spoke nicely. She spoke quickly. She spoke beautifully. All right. We have an adverb here after this verb. All right. So I want you guys to think about linking verbs. Okay. They have, you know, let me say a different quality. Okay. When they are in a sentence, they don't, they're not, they don't, let me say, practice, or they do not function, you know, the role of the other kinds of adjectives. So this is something reserved only to linking verbs. Linking verbs are verbs that are not followed by adverbs, okay? All right? And we must learn, you know, the linking verbs so that, you know, we can just get used to them, all right? I'm sure that even you, when you use them, you probably use an adjective after them, all right? But, you know... hello, Dr. Ghaif. It seems that he's unaware of his mic. Let me try.
Sorry, دكتورة.
No, it's okay. I was going to mute you. I was going to punish you.
I mute myself.
Okay, go ahead. All right. So, yeah, let's take a look back at these sentences. All right. So generally an adverb rather than an adjective will come directly after a verb, right, guys? We said this, that an adverb rather than an adjective will come directly after a verb because the adverb is describing the verb. Look at this. She spoke nicely. So we have an adverb following what? The verb, right? Which describes it. How did she speak? We said nicely. So there's a verb and this is an adverb. Okay? Take a look at, you know, the explanation here. In this example, the sentence, and the ones that I have given you right now in the recording, you can just go over them again and again as many times as you want just to listen. You know, in this example, the verb spoke, is in the past, of course, guys. Like, you know, when I talked to him, he spoke nicely, is followed by the adverb nicely. See, this adverb describes the verb spoke, right? Yeah. However, you must be careful if the verb is a linking verb. Okay, so there are some verbs, guys, that are not like spoke, not like drank, not like drove. These verbs we call linking verbs. They don't function like their role. أدائهم دورهم ما بيكون زي هدول الأفعال زي spoke, drove, rode, drank. Different. They function differently. دورهم اللي بيأدوه بيختلف. Okay, عشان هيك we call them what? linking verbs. طبعا هن محدودات هدول الافعال. هلا بتشوفوهم بالتيبل محدودين. بدنا نتعرف عليهم ونعرف انه when they appear in a sentence they don't function like other verbs. Okay, that is, they are not followed by an adverb. We cannot use the, you know, let me say, adverbs to describe them. Okay, so take a look at this. So you must be careful if the verb is a linking verb. So like looks. A linking verb is followed by an adjective rather than an adverb. اسم هدول الأفعال linking verbs لأن أفعال الوصل. That's what linking. Link means يوصل. Okay? She looks nice. هي تبدو. حتى نوع الفعل. You know, like, you know, the meaning of it. Look at it. She looks nice. Do we feel there's, you know, like action really there going on when you say she looks? So she looks nice. So this is these kinds of verbs, this linking verb and other linking verbs, are followed by adjectives and not by adverbs. In this example, the linking verb looks is followed by the adjective nice. This adjective describes the subject, what, see, and the adjective, of course, describes she, okay? It's like, guys, listen, it sounds like, you know, we can exchange looks for, you know what, is, she is nice, right? Huh? What do you think? So we feel that this verb could function, you know, or functions like the verb to be, you know, is, right? When you say she is, she looks, you know, nice, all right, or she, you know, something like that. I guess, you know, just a way to help you out also, you know, to think in a way where we can use like it as a, you know, a verb that is followed by an adjective, okay? Okay, because, you know, like when you say she is nice, nice describes also she, right? Like the subject, the pronoun, okay, in that kind of way. Let's move to the next page, huh? We are on the next page right now, okay? You should be, you should be sure to use an adjective rather than an adverb after a linking verb. So all linking, there's another verb. Look, it is a linking verb, seems, okay? All right, is another linking verb. So you should be sure to use an adjective rather than an adverb after a linking verb, okay? So بعد هاي النوع من الأفعال اللي بيسموهم linking verbs, أفعال الوصل, or we have them here, we're going to see them right now, okay? We use what? Like I said, an adjective and not an adverb after them. Be careful, however, because the adjective that goes with the linking verb does not always directly follow the linking verb. وكمان شغلة إضافية, guys, you have to be careful. Why? Because sometimes the adjective مرات هاي الصفة مش دغري بتيجي بعد ال linking verb. Look at this sentence. في عندي okay adverb, but this adverb is not to describe seems, okay? He seems, مجرد ما أشوف seems معناته لازم صفة وراه. He seems يعني هو يبدو, okay? He seems nice. هلا حابب أوصف nice أو أحدد nice in some kind of way, I can use, you know what, an adverb to describe this adjective by saying something like he seems unusually nice. يعني فلان والله أنا بعرف تعرفوا إنه هو لطيف اليوم، بس ليش قلت unusually nice؟ لأنه مش على غير عادته. alright؟ يعني فلان مثلا بعرف إنه مش لطيف صراحة، أوكي؟ وباجي أنا والله بتعامل معاه إيه ولا اليوم ما شاء الله لطيف محترم، مش بس بالعادة زمان كتير تعاملت معاه ما كان هيك. so شو بقول guys؟ he seems unusually nice، يعني هو صح لطيف على غير عادته. هاي معنى unusually. So this has described unusually, describes nice here, okay? It's an adverb. And when we want to describe nice, because it's an adjective, what do we use to describe an adjective like nice? An adverb. So he seems unusually nice. هو لطيف, okay? اليوم يبدو إنه لطيف على غير هالعادة or غير عادة, all right? That's what it really means. I'm just trying to, send you the message of what this means, all right? So this is used unusually, okay? So I might say something like this room, like if I enter into my son's room, all right? If he hears me, he's gonna kill me. He's gonna be unhappy with my example. So this room or my son's room, looks unusually clean today, all right? Something like that. All right. So anyway, let's take a look at the sentence and kind of, let me say, talk about its divisions and its elements, okay? So he is the subject, seems is the verb, but it is what? A linking verb, all right? Unusually, it's an adverb, but what does it describe? Not seems, it describes the adjective nice, okay? I'm describing nice here. And nice describes, when I say he, it's like seems, seems like I told you about looks. It's like is, all right? So nice refers to the person, the subject here, the pronoun he, okay? And this is what the writer says here. So in this example, the adjective nice, which describes the subject he, is itself described by the adverb unusually. كمان وصفة هاي nice be unusually, that's why it's an adverb. From this example, you should notice that it is possible to have an adverb directly after a linking verb. فيعني عادي ممكن يكون في عندنا adverb بعد ال linking verb لكن this adverb is not used to describe this. Okay, so be careful. It's not an adverb for seems. That's what we mean here. Okay, that's what the writer is trying to tell you. Okay, but only if the adverb, why is this adverb here? Used to describe an adjective that follows. So why we have it here, this adverb after seems, it's not used to describe seems, it's used to describe really the adjective, okay? That came after seems, all right? Which is a linking verb. Because after linking verbs, we don't have adverbs to describe those linking verbs. If we do have an adverb, the adverb is there, guys, to describe an adjective, that is going to, that follows, let me say. Okay? Because I say, he seems nice. I want to describe nice. Oh, he seems unusually nice. All right? He seems amazingly nice if I want to change the adverb into something else. Okay? The idea, so we can say, we can use adverbs that are used. Okay? We don't invent an adverb, guys. We use adverbs that are used, okay? That are in English, that exist, because not all words could be changed or have, let me say, the part of speech adverb, okay? In this example, guys, we already talked about this, right? We said that nice, describes he, etc., and so on. Let's take a look now at the chart. The following chart, we have a chart now, as usual. It summarizes, the lesson, what we've been talking about, lists commonly used linking verbs. I don't know if you can see the linking verbs. Here they are. So all of these verbs over here, I don't know if I can enlarge it a little bit more so you can see clearly. See, you can see clearly. See clearly. See is a verb and clearly is what? An adverb. See, so that you can see clearly. So we use, adverbs and adjectives, in speech, as you can see. Okay? All right. Let me just, admit and, move to the right a bit. All right. So a regular verb, guys, adjectives and adverbs after verbs. So a regular verb is followed by an adverb. We know that, like, he drinks slowly. Okay. A regular verb is followed by an adverb. And the adverb is used why? To describe the verb. So look at the order. We have a sentence maybe. He drinks slowly. He, if you want to put a sentence, put an example here instead of these parts of speech, he drinks slowly. All right. A linking verb is followed by an adjective. Okay, the adjective describes the subject. What? He, linking verb, looks what? Handsome. So handsome, which is an adjective, maybe this is my example, my new example, is used to describe the man, he, the guy. All right. And then here, looks is a linking verb. That's why, we don't have an adverb here. We just have an adjective, and the adjective describes the subject. Okay. So we're talking about all the cases in which we might have, let me say, verbs, adverbs, linking verbs, where they could be in sentences if we have them. Okay. Take a look at this scenario, this sentence. Okay. It is possible that a linking verb, is followed by an adverb and an adjective. Okay. But the adverb, what about it? Describes the adjective. So we're talking about something like this, guys. This is what we're talking about here. Where is it? Yes, this one. So yes, we might have a linking verb that has an adverb, but this adverb is not used to describe this verb. It's used to describe the adjective, right? He looks, maybe amazingly handsome, we might say. He seems unusually nice, like this example. You can make your own sentences, guys. Like I said, but with adverbs, that are used, by native speakers, all right? Okay, so a linking verb is followed by an adjective, just like that example, and then we have an adjective, all right? And so what is the adjective? Oh, sorry, I'm talking about this one. Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry. So we have a subject, and then we have a linking verb like that example, then the adverb and adjective. But we said that the adjective is used to describe the subject. And then if we have an adverb, it's there. Why? Because it's to describe the adjective. It's not used to describe the linking verb. We never have an adverb, describing a linking verb. Okay. So if we have a linking verb, there must be what? An adjective. Okay. However, if we do have an adverb, it's not there to describe the linking verb. It's there to describe the adjective. And we saw the example, all right? Let's take a look at linking verbs. These are all the linking verbs in English. See, they're limited. محدودات, guys, the linking verbs. يعني إذا هدول إجوا في جمل وراهم صفة ممنوع adverb. إحنا دايما متعودين إنه الفعل إذا إجا وراه كلمة بتكون you know what an adverb, right? بس هدول استثناءات. why؟ لأنه هدول اسمهم linking verbs. هدول غير عن باقي الأفعال. وشوفوا أمثلة مثلا عليهم. خلينا نحطهم في مثال عشان تشوفوا كيف. You know, listen to my sentences. Let me say, let's talk about appear, okay? He appears nice. بدنا نفكر كمان بشغلة, guys. هدول معانيهم, guys, زي الverb to be, really. Okay? Something like the verb to be. He appears nice. يعني يبدو عليه إنه هو منيح, you know. He appears nice or something like that, or he looks nice, because appears is like looks, okay? Or he appears to be nice, all right? Something like that. Be, رجعنا ل be زي is, guys, She is beautiful, So hey, أصلاً, you know, we understand this because this is the one that is used the most, you know. She is beautiful. So the verb to be is, you know, always followed by, you know, in this kind of way, you know, by an adjective, all right? He is nice, He becomes intolerant when I don't do my homework. He becomes intolerant. Maybe this is a professor, you know. He becomes يعني بصير يصبح intolerant يعني إنسان مش صبور مش لطيف. You know, when we don't do our work, like parents, الأهالي شو مالهم? They become intolerant. بصيروا يعني خلينا نقول ناس بيفقدوا you know, الصبر, right? Why? When their children don't do what they should do, they become intolerant. Intolerant is an adjective, all right? Tolerant معناها, guys, patient. Intolerant, not patient, okay? Again, to the verb feel, You can talk about yourself and say, now, at the moment, I feel amazing. I feel good. I feel what? See how we use adjectives after the word feel? So this room looks nice. The room, maybe, all right? Looks nice. See how I use an adjective after it? So I can say something like, he proved to be, you know, honest. All right? He proved to be honest. All right? So this also could be used in a way where, see, we have honest. Honest is an adjective. And we already read an example, or, you know, discussed an example. It seems she seems nice. She seems kind. She seems angry whenever I meet her. See, adjectives. The room smells nice. The room smells good. Why? Because there's the smell of food, and mostly when you're hungry, All right. And you might taste something and you say, this tastes good. This tastes good, right? About food. This tastes delicious. You might say, this tastes amazingly delicious. See, amazingly is used here to describe delicious. All right. So all of these verbs, guys, are linking verbs. As you have seen, I put them in sentences. I used them in sentences. And every time I use them, you know, let me say what follows later on is not an adverb. Every time it's an adjective. We don't have an adverb following them or describing them. All right. It's an adjective. And the adjective basically describes what, guys, here, It describes really the subject, what I began my sentence with every time. Okay. So I hope that this lesson was not difficult and, you know, you understood it. And, you know, like I said, I don't want to trouble you a lot. I want you to go over these and to try to also, you know, work on them, you know, by yourself. That's how things will sink in more, all right? Because you really have to also sit, like I said, with yourself and the book. All right. So each of the following sentences, contains at least one adjective or adverb. So all of these sentences, they have either an adjective or an adverb, or who knows, maybe both, okay? So we need to circle the adjectives and adverbs. So every time, guys, this is helpful. This technique of circling, it's really good. It helps you. It guides you, you know? Every time there's an adjective or an adverb, circle it and label them. Like tell yourself this is an adjective. Like this is labeling. See labeling? To write down adverb, adjective, all right? And then draw arrows. You use the arrows. Tell me like this arrow. Arrow means, you know, sahem, guys, huh? So this describes what? The verb, the noun, what? Every time, okay? And then tell me whether the sentence is correct or incorrect. So Dr. Khulud, I saw you raise your hand first, so you go first.
Yes, doctor. Number 3.
Yes.
After she drank the lemonade,
Lemonade.
the cake tasted too sweetly to her. After she drank the lemonade, subject, verb, and object. It's okay. The cake tasted too sweetly to her. The cake subject, tasted is linking verb. We need an adjective to describe the cake. We need a sweet adjective, not adverb. Sweet should be, it's incorrect. We need to change sweetly to sweet.
We're talking about
because we need to describe. Yes, we want to describe cake, not tasted. Tasted is an linking verb from the table above.
Thank you for saying that, because tasted is a verb, but it's a linking verb. That's why we don't apply what we learned about
adverb.
All right, good. That's why we have to memorize these verbs, okay?
Yes.
Yeah. So be careful, guys. We have to memorize these verbs, and you know, in a way where try them out. You even try them. Experiment with them, like try out your own sentences, and then you will discover, oh yeah, we cannot use the ly, you know, adverbs with them. You know, we only can use them in sentences where they're followed by adjectives. Try it out and see, guys, for your own self. Okay, that's why. Thank you. So every time think about this. So after she drank the lemonade, بعد ما شربت عصير الليمون. عصير الليمون بالإنجليزي اسمه lemonade. The cake tasted too sweet, to her. يعني I don't know, but after you drink something sweet, like if lemonade is sweet, you know, the cake no longer has flavor or even taste, or does not taste sweet anymore, although it has a bunch of sugar in it, right? Yeah. All right. But yes, thank you. So we remove ly, and like I said, we said this is a linking verb, as Dr. Khulud said. So we don't use ly, with, you know, the word that follows it. We're not going to use an adverb. We're just going to use an adjective. That's why. Thank you so much. Dr. Hiba.
Hello, doctor. How are you?
Ahlan, I'm good. How are you?
I'm under the weather. Okay.
Under the weather? What's going on?
I have a lot of duties.
Okay. May God help you.
Thank you. Okay, number 5. Sam felt terribly
depressed. Yeah, felt terribly depressed.
Okay, Sam felt terribly depressed after the accident. So felt is linking verb. So terribly is a adverb for depressed. So it's correct all sentences.
Thank you. Good job, Dr. Hiba. Sam felt, how did he feel? Depressed, right? Depressed is the adjective. He felt depressed. But now we want to say, be careful with the ed, guys. Some of you guys think that ed sometimes means past verb. No, be careful. Some adjectives end with ed. Remember, tired, he is tired, right? So be careful. You have to understand sometimes meanings of words, all right? Not everything with ed means the verb in the past. Be careful. So Sam felt شعر بالاكتئاب, depression, guys. And when I say he is depressed, even though there's an ed, it's an adjective. This is how it looks, okay? He is, I say, a depressed person. شخص مكتئب. Depressed معناها مكتئب, guys. So Sam felt depressed, شعر بالاكتئاب. And now we want to describe this adjective. يعني مش بس اكتئاب عادي, guys. كتير. All right? لدرجة كبيرة. يعني, you know, مرعبة. يعني حتى اكتئاب نوعه. All right? مرعب. يعني, so God, you know, may God, you know, prevent you from going through such an experience, or any of your loved ones. Yeah. But, you know, it's said that depression, you know, sometimes if it's severe and terrible like this, it's very bad. So Sam felt terribly depressed, not just depressed, terribly. We're just describing the adjective. So this is an adverb. We use what? An adverb to describe adjectives. Because remember, adverbs describe what, guys? Huh? Verbs. They also describe what? Adjectives and other adverbs. All right? Yeah. So this is what we, have experienced here. So as you can see, felt is a linking verb. See, because here's feel. It's a linking verb, as you can see. So it is like, is. It functions like the verb to be. Because even look, guys, among the group, we have the verb to be. So these are all like the verb to be. So we have an adjective after felt. Here it is. Depressed. But now, why do we have an adverb here? Because it's not used to describe this verb felt. It is used to describe depressed, which is an adjective. Okay? Now, depressed here, is used to describe Sam, right? We're describing Sam, the subject here, right? After the accident, بعد الحادث. Oh, yeah, يعني, that is normal. Let's move on to the next page and have you guys, discuss 2 more probably sentences. How about that? Let's go for the next page. Next page, here we go. All right, so here we go. Yeah, from 6 to 10, who would like to do a sentence of these to, discuss one of these sentences? Come on, where are your hands? Same hands? Why do we have the same hands all the time? Where are you, Dr. Mishal, Dr. Hiba, Dr. Noura? Come on, guys. Ala, Dr. Ala, Dr. Sana, Dr. Ali, Dr. Asim. Come on, Dr. Asim, the spokesperson has to speak. You're called the spokesperson. Dr. Rida, Dr. Afnan, Dr. Islam, Dr. Rahmeh. What are you guys doing? Just sitting there chatting? We need you to do more than that. Okay? Yes, Dr. Hiba. Can you unmute yourself, your mic?
Yes.
Yeah, go
Okay,
ahead.
doctor. Number 7.
Mhm.
He looked quite unhappily at the throw of leaving his job. So, looked is a linking verb. So, quiet is a adjective.
He looked
So,
quite unhappy
okay.
at the thought of leaving his job.
Okay. Should quite unhappy. Okay. Quietly is adverb to describe happy, and unhappy should unhappy. So the correct sentences: he looked quietly unhappy at the throw of leaving his job.
Okay. This is quite, not quietly. Okay.
Oh,
I
yes.
think it should be he looked, not quietly. He looked quite
Unhappy.
unhappy. Yeah, quite unhappy. Just fix this one, okay? He looked quite unhappy. Do you know why? Because not all adverbs take ly. This is like an exceptional case. Maybe this is an introduction to this lesson, okay? Like an early introduction to this lesson. Quite means يعني بشكل يميل إلى, okay? But it's like, some adjectives, some adverbs, okay?
Cannot add
they don't have
ly.
ly. They don't have ly, okay?
Yes, yes.
All right. So he looked quite unhappy. So remove the il. He looked quite unhappy at the thought of leaving his job. Who would be happy, guys? Tell me. Who would be happy to leave his or her job? Okay. So it's basically incorrect because this one we have unhappily, and we're not going to, because look is a linking verb, right? He looked unhappy, we have to say. And quite is like, yes, it does describe unhappy, but it's not the kind of, let me say, adverb that we use ly for it. We're not talking about quietly. Quietly معناها بهدوء, guys. Here, guys, بشكل مائل, يعني like, okay? And quite, we say quite. This is quite good. This is quite, valuable. We say that, okay? It's like the adverb well. Okay, we don't add ly to these words. All right. Okay. Or let me say, like when you say something like, give me some examples here. Like what? What are some adverbs that don't take ly? Who can remind us of an adverb that does not take ly? Do you know any of those? Yes, Dr. Asim, you have your hand up. What do you want to do? You have your hand up, Dr. Asim. What do you want to say?
Hi, Doctor. I want to answer sentence number 10.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. The history course that I took last semester proved more difficulty than I had expected. This is incorrect sentence. The correct one will be more difficult.
Yeah. The history
the word
course that I
difficulty.
took last semester proved. Yes, correct. More difficult. Yes.
More difficult.
Yes, more difficult.
Because after more we will
Adjective here.
use adjective.
Because do you know why? Because proved is a linking verb, not among the verbs that are followed by an adverb. Remember, we talked about linking verbs. Here they are. If we go back to the chart, remember, guys, here's the chart. We said here that these linking verbs, these verbs are not verbs that are followed by adverbs. Here they are. What was your verb that you just said, that you just mentioned? You said the word proved, right? Here's prove. It is not followed by an adverb. It's followed by an adjective, we said, all right? And if it were going to be, followed by an adjective, an adverb, it's not going to be an adverb that describes it, right? It's going to be one that describes an adjective that follows, if it's going to happen, right? Yeah. So let me just quickly take a look at the sentence again. So thank you, Dr. Asim. The history course, this is incorrect, of course, as Dr. Asim said. The history course that I took last semester, يعني درس أو المساق التاريخ اللي أخذته الذي أخذته الفصل الماضي proved من الأفعال guys اللي قلنا عنها linking verbs. linking verbs ما بيجي وراهم adverb يوصفهم، بيجي وراهم adjective، لأنه الفانكشن تاع proved كأنه زي was was more difficult. okay؟ يعني احنا دائما لازم نفكر بالlinking verb وكأنها verb to be. بالماضي بنقول was أو were حسب subject. okay? Something like that. That makes it easy for you to understand. all right? So proved means was more difficult. So we don't have ly than I had expected. من اللي أنا توقعته. طلعت أصعب والله من ما توقعت هاي المادة اللي أخذتها الفصل الماضي. This is what he's saying, which is a history class that I took last semester. Let's do one more and stop for today.
دكتورة بعدين دكتورة كمان حتى الجملة آخر جملة 10 هي إيش comparative. فالcomparative more adjective than than.
Yes.
Yeah, بس إحنا كمان عشان it's true that
Doctor, I solved this. Doctor, I solved this sentence based on comparison skills.
Yeah, true, but you have to also pay attention to the word proved. When you talk about prove, it's true what you said, more difficult than, true, 100%. But at the same time, look there, why is there ly here? You say, no, that's another reason. Another reason is because we have proved here, and this does not allow for, for us to use ly, after it. So there's more than one reason. Thank you so much.
Okay, Doctor.
Yeah. So let's go to one other sentence here. Marla, how about Marla? Who wants to talk about Marla? Yes, Dr. Khulud.
Marla jumped up quick when she heard the gunshot. Good. Marla jumped up, verb, need quickly adverb.
Good job.
It should be Marla jumped up quickly.
Good. And then listen,
when
I want
she
to tell
heard
you,
the gunshot.
Yes, incorrect. Thank you, Dr. Khulud. She said incorrect and she said quickly. Why? Because this is a verb. Jumped up is a verb. This is, you know, a preposition, okay? It's not, you know, something to be taken into a lot of consideration. You know, we can say jumped or jumped up. Like when I tell you sit or sit down. Down is just extra, you know? Huh? It's really the same.
And phrasal verb.
So yeah, Marla jumped up quickly. We're describing the way she jumped up, okay? And you can ask, how can you tell that this is not a linking verb? Try to put was. Can you say Marla was quick? No, it does changes the whole meaning. So was quick is not like jumped, right? Not the same. So Marla jumped up quickly when she heard the gunshot, you know, when somebody لما سمعت شخص بيستخدم عيار ناري, right? Okay, I kind of you know, want to stop here. Okay. Just a moment, guys, please. Okay.